What is up? It is Big Chart Trades back with another video, and in this video I am going to be recapping my trade from today where I made $97 across all my accounts. I don't even care about doing the math for this recap, and I think this recap would be more entertaining if I blew my accounts instead of making $97, but you know, whatever. I asked the Discord if you guys wanted me to recap this because I felt like it's sort of a pointless recap. But a lot of you guys said you just like seeing, why I take my trades, and you like understanding my drawn liquidity and everything before the market opens and after after we're done trading. So I figured, you know what, even though I only made $97 today, it doesn't even count as a winning day. Whatever, I'll recap it. So coming into the market, I was extremely bullish. As you can see here, we're just doing the same thing. We drop and then we run and then we drop and then we run and then we drop and then we run, right? And we're invalidating all of these bearish PD arrays. So I was obviously bullish. Now my first draw on liquidity was this high right here, which got ran, and then my final one is this high right here, which I'm pretty sure is all-time highs as well. So dropping down to the hourly, what do we see here? Well, on the hourly coming into the market, we actually were around here, right? So we had just inversed this bearish hourly fair value gap right here. And yeah, so I was here. Let me remove these drawings for you. So it could be a little confusing. So I was obviously still bullish. We also see that we clearly respected this hourly bullish gap on both ES and the NASDAQ, as you can see. And on the 4-hour, forgot to show you, look at this respect right here. We clearly respected this bullish fair value gap right here. So I was just extremely bullish. This is a beautiful reaction out of this bullish gap. So dropping down to the 15-minute, we see that, wait for the indicator to load. Okay, so we see that coming into market open, we had bearish SMT at Asia highs, right? So we had this bearish SMT. As you can see, the NASDAQ did not sweep it. Let me show you right here. So the NASDAQ clearly did not sweep the highs, whereas ES clearly swept the highs. So if you're in the narrative premium, you know that my draw going into today was London lows. I wanted to see London lows get swept, and then I wanted to see those 4-hour highs that I marked out right. Let me mark them out again. 4-hour highs that I marked out right here and right here, right? All-time high and that high. So I wanted to see London lows get ran first. So the first trade I was looking for was a short out of this gap, out of either one of these gaps, right? We have two bearish gaps right here. So a short out of either one of these gaps to London lows, right? And I was fine with that being the trade for today. Well, as you guys probably noticed this morning, we went ahead and, market opened at 9:30 and we just literally ran to the upside. So at this point, I was like, okay, maybe price wants to sweep Asia highs and then dump. That didn't happen. And by the way, whenever I'm like waiting for an entry, I'm not sitting here and watching price run. I'm sitting on the 1 minute and I'm looking for reactions inside of, PD rates. Like for example, right here, I thought we were going to get this 1 minute inversion. That would have been a nice short down to London lows, but we ended up not getting it, right? So I'm not just blindly entering a short, right? I'm waiting to see what price does. Like if price inversed this 1 minute fair value gap, if I'm here and price is currently trading in this candle, we inverse that, I would enter short right there. But we didn't inverse it, so I didn't enter the trade. So yeah, we just ran literally all the way up. So at this point, we were inside of this bearish 15-minute order block right here. As you can see right here, right? We had this bearish 15-minute order block. And I thought, we were going to go short there. So my thesis was like, okay, let's get a short out of there. But price just kept running. And so what did I do? Well, I waited for a retracement into a 1 minute fair value gap, which was right Was it here? No, it wasn't here. It was, wait a second. Is this an up close candle? So this was a very, here, wait, let me try to, around 950. I think, oh yeah, it was right here. So we had this 1 minute fair value gap, and we already ran way past the order block. We've already clearly made it apparent that we only want to trade to the upside. So I was like, okay, let me drop down to the 1 minute. If we respect a bearish PD array with a candle closure, I'll enter the trade. So I was like, okay, bet. So I entered the trade right here at around like 951 or something. I'm so confused. I think this was my entry. Yeah. I entered the trade like right on the candle closure. It's like right there. This is an up close candle, by the way. Stop went at the low, and then my final target was 671, which ended up getting tapped into, but I actually cut the trade because we took this high. I cut the trade because we took this high, and we were nowhere near that high on ES. So I was just like, I think we're still not at that high. So I was just like, okay, I don't really trust this trade. So I didn't. I cut it there. I just didn't like it. It's just like I'm taking the trade off a 1 minute fair value gap respect, which is fine because I have all this narrative, right? My entry model is completely discretionary. Like I would probably take this trade again. If I had to do this trade differently, I would probably just hold the trade and not cut it because at the end of the day, I'm risking, I took this with 1 mini and I'm risking 14 points. Like I could have just held and like dealt with getting stopped out if I got stopped out, but I really, really didn't want to lose today because I knew today was going to be ass. Well, I didn't know today was going to be ass, but like after the market opened and everything, the market looked like shit. So I didn't want to lose today. So I was like, okay, I'll just take this $97 and cut it, be done for the day. So that's exactly what I did. If you want to see my executions, I know they're not on the screen right now. If you want to see them, you can go look at my Twitter. I posted the tweet that said $97 day. What the hell was price action this morning? So if you want to go see that, you can go ahead and watch that. In other news, Gunna's new album came out today, so I'm probably going to listen to that later. I'm hyped. And yeah, I mean, today was a pretty dull day. At least we didn't lose. I don't know anyone that caught a banger today, if I can really think about it. So hopefully next week is way better. This week was ass. We ended the week 3 for 6 or 3 for 7. So this week was ass. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy fucking Friday. Have a great weekend. Take the weekend to reflect and, let's come back Monday strong because hopefully next week is good. After a week like this, I really, really hope that next week is good. And with that being said, peace out. Have a great rest of your day. Leave me a comment if you took the same trade or if you took any sort of trade. And yeah, huge day today, $97. Peace out.